They call it the quietest place in the world. Not the woods, not the ocean, but a man's car in the driveway after a 10-hour shift. It's those 5 minutes of silence before he goes inside. Because inside, he isn't just a man, he's a provider, a protector, a fixer, and a shoulder. But in this car, he is allowed to be tired. In this car, his shoulders are allowed to drop. We are taught from boyhood that our value is in what we do, not who we are. If we aren't building, we are failing. If we aren't strong, we are invisible. In a relationship, a man often carries a heavy, invisible backpack. It's filled with the fear of not being enough, the pressure of financial stability, and the crushing weight of being the emotional rock that isn't allowed to crack. He suffers when he realizes his struggles have become noise to the person he loves. He stops talking about his bad day because he doesn't want to be a burden. He stops sharing his fears because he's afraid she'll see him as weak. And so, he begins to live in a house where his body is present, but his soul is in hiding. Why do men leave? People think it's always about another woman or a sudden explosion. But usually, it's a death by 1,000 cuts. It's the loss of respect. A man can handle the world hating him if he knows his woman respects him. But when the person who knows him best treats him like an incompetent child, something inside him begins to wither. It's the loneliness of being a utility. He feels it when he realizes he's only praised when he's paying a bill, fixing a sink, or solving a problem. He starts to wonder, if I stopped providing today, would she still love the man underneath the paycheck? It's the lack of peace. A man is home, supposed to be his sanctuary from a world that wants to tear him down. When home becomes a second battlefield full of constant criticism, reminders of his past failures, and emotional landmines, he begins to look for the exit. Not because he wants to be with someone else, but because he just wants to breathe. A man doesn't quit when things get hard. A man quits when he realizes that no matter how hard he tries, he can never win. He quits when his emotional bank account hits zero. He has given his labor, his time, his silence, and his strength until there is nothing left for himself. He realizes that he is dying slowly to keep a relationship alive that doesn't even make him feel seen. The most dangerous moment in a relationship isn't when a man screams. It's when he goes silent, when he stops arguing, when he stops trying to explain himself, when he stops asking for your time. That silence is peace. It has the sound of him moving on while he is still standing in the room. Leaving isn't an act of cruelty. Sometimes it's the only way he can save his own life. Men suffer in the shadows because they feel they have no permission to ache. If you have a good man, remember this. He doesn't need you to fix his problems. He just needs to know that when the world gets too heavy, he can put his head in your lap and be just a man for a while. Without judgment, without a to-do list. Because a man who feels respected, seen, and at peace will walk through fire for you. But a man who feels used and diminished will eventually find the courage to walk away even if it breaks his heart to do it.